All right. All right, hello everybody. Oh, there's Kyle. Oh yeah, Valerie McClellan is kind of. A couple of old members are rejoining here. Sue Leader and Valerie McClellan. Yeah, yeah. So that's great. Okay, so everybody get the tunes? The hornpipes? Not hard, really fun. Really fun. They came from my friend Kim Vincent that I learned a lot of music from and played a lot of music with. He's gone now. But he used to come to my house every Wednesday and we would play tunes. We would just kind of play tunes and read tunes and stuff like that.
Okay.
And he wrote out all these tunes.
If I stop the video, that will take my picture off, right?
Oh, what's that?
If I stop the picture.
Yeah, you gotta turn.
Sorry.
No problem. Anyway, so he used to come to my house on Wednesdays, and once in a while, he would have written out a couple of tunes on the subway on the way there. And he had really distinctive writing, and many people have seen his tunes because he used to write them out for everybody. And so I kind of lost track of all the tunes he wrote out for me. I've been kind of coming across them bit by bit. But I was at my friend Ross's place the other day, and he came across a whole stack of them in a file. And it's pretty well all the ones that we used to work on, which is just great. So both of these tunes come from that stack of tunes. And I remember me and Kim used to play these two. It was really fun with the triplets and everything. And they're not hard. I figured we could really get them going properly. But we'll have to practice G major. Because that first one there, the Wily Old Bachelor, that's like really G major. And they're both really good practice in the keys that they're in as well. Okay? But we'll practice. We'll get warmed up with something first. Oh, there's Gerald. There we go. Okay, so let's warm up. Let's do a G major, nice arpeggios and everything like that. And then we're going to see if we can resurrect something and practice for a few minutes before we get into the new tunes. Oh, Eileen, everybody's late tonight. Late on the Zoom. Late going to the one room to the other. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Sue. Okay, so let's do the nice G major scale, your best G major scale you've ever done in your life. 1, 2, 3, go. Not bad. Let's do the arpeggio while it's so good. Ready? Go. Pretty good to start with. Let's just do it all again. Even better. Scale first. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. doing pretty in tune. Very nice both times. I know, I'm as shocked as you. Shall we pick up the pace? Let's make it harder to make it more likely that it'll be bad, and then we'll feel much more, familiar. Yum, dee, die, dee. Okay? I like that. 1, 2, 3, go. Nice! Let's do some double stops. Yeah, it's good. Let's do the, you guys know the pattern, right? Remember all those? Okay, so we'll start off with open D and open G together at the same time. Okay? Then G2 and open D. Okay? So that's the B, the low B and open D. And then the open ones again. And then we'll do the octave. So let's see if we can get that one. So open G and open D at the same time. Ready? Go. B and D. Yes, good. Opens again. Octave, 3. Now, the next one is going to be D3 and A1. Okay, yeah, nice. Let's do it. Ready? Go. Okay, now let's do the octave, which is open D and A3. Nice. And then the very top one is the hardest one, and it's the fourth, which is E2 and A3 at the same time. E2 and A3. Now, what I'm hearing, and this is the hardest one, by the way, the fourth is well known to be one of the hardest double stops to get. And when I was listening, I could hear pretty in tune G's and flat D's. When I do the fourth, I find I have to press a little harder on the D and actually let up a little bit on the G to get it in tune. Let's try it again. Now, pretty good. Just play your D. Let's hear your D. There's a few, but that's okay. It's pretty good. Now, let's hear your G. Okay, together. Okay. Pretty good. The fingers are good. Now, who got their fingers in tune, but then when you played them together, it still sounded out of tune? Anybody notice that? A little bit? Because of your bow. If you lean on the one string or the other too much, it's going to make it flat. Has anybody ever noticed that? If you lean, listen to this. So here's a nice D. Isn't that lovely? Okay, now watch this. And that was just a bit. Okay, so that's what can happen. When you're doing a double stop, if you lean one way or the other, it's really easy to do. You hear that? Okay, so I find it's just best to have like no weight at all. Just kind of let her ride on there. Hi, how you doing? Grab a chair. Yeah. Okay, so let's try those again. Do you remember how they go now? Open G, open G, open D. Okay, G2, which is the low B, and open D. Good. Opens again, just the open D, open G. Good. And then D3 open G. So that's the octave. G and G together. Yeah. Now we got the third. So that's D3A1. B and G. Really good. Really good. Now we got another octave. So that's going to be D and D. A3 open D. Yeah. And then the hard one, the fourth. Okay, pretty good. Let's do it together. How you doing? Have a seat. Okay, let's do it. Ready? Open D, open G. G2, open D. Open again. D3, open G. D3A1. A3 open D. And A3E2. Not bad. You do it for me. So I can listen. Light with the bow. Okay, everybody ready? Open G, open D. Ready? Go. G2. Opens again. D3. Good. A1 and D3. Good. A3 open D. A3 E2. Not bad, not bad. How does everybody feel about that? Makes you feel confident now? Anyway, it's a really good exercise. There's more double stops you can do in the key of G, but those were ones that come up a lot. And the second, so what's the easiest one, do you think? The opens, okay? I would say the second easiest is the octave because it's so easy to hear. And I would suggest sliding into it too. You hear that? It's really easy to hear when you match that octave. And also, it's pretty well every time I do it, I slide into it anyway, okay? So you can do that. Then the next hardest one is this third. They call that the bluegrass interval. See that? Now, the way to get it in tune, though, if you're practicing it, is to just play the G, tune it with your G string. See that? And then slide into the B until it comes in tune. Okay? Let's do it again one more time. Open G, open D. You're going to have to keep your helmet on. Open G, open D at the same time. Ready, go. G2. Open again. Octave. A1. A3. A3, E2. Not bad. You can practice them. Okay, so now, what should we practice in the key of G to get us warmed up for these tunes? Let's see, what would be good? What's your name?
Stephanie.
Oh, you're Stephanie.
Yes.
Okay, you emailed me.
I did, yes.
Right on. Welcome, Stephanie. This is everybody. All the important people, that's right. Okay, cool. So anybody got any ideas what we should try practicing that we did before? Oh, let's do the Tar Bolton set. Yeah, let's do it. Tar Bolton, Michael Coleman, 1916 viral music. This is Irish music, Stephanie.
That's perfect.
Oh God, thank God. So we're doing a set, and it's got 3 tunes in it, and you guys are probably just going to listen to this one, unless you know it already. But the tunes are the Tar Bolton, the Longford Collector, and the Sailor's Bonnet. Okay? You play any of those? No. Okay. You will hear them now. And the story is that the great Irish fiddler Michael Coleman recorded them in 1914 or something like that, and it became legendary and ended up going back to Ireland. So everybody plays these 3 tunes in this order, and nobody would ever do it different. And in fact, the last tune, he accidentally played the A part once, and everybody does it that way now. Nobody would do it differently. Okay, how fast can we go? Is that a drum roll? The Tar Bolton, Longford Collector, Sailor's Bonnet. Not too fast. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. ending we had for it. Anybody remember? That's what I thought. That there? Yeah, cool. Okay, well that sounded pretty good. Hasn't gone very far away. We could go faster. How fast did we get it before? Well, then we just made a huge jump. Let's pick up the pace a tiny bit. Let's see where we were at there. So, guess what tempo that was? It was 63. Yeah, that's nice. That's a lovely pace. Nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, let's pick it up. Let's do it again. Sue, how did you get along with all those tunes? Sue is one of my students from Toronto. She's kind of pretty new to the fiddle, but she thought she'd come and hang out and see what it's like with all you people. And how about you, Stephanie? How do those tunes look for you? Yeah? Well, we're going to be learning by ear tonight. This is just kind of to get warmed up. And there's videos of these on the YouTube channel for you to get. Yeah. Yeah, you can stare at me all day long if you want. I was out in Cape Breton, and some lady came up to me and says, "I feel like I know you. Are you enjoying your new house?" That's very funny. Okay, so let's see. It's jaunty. Okay? So put your cap at a jaunty angle and let's do it. E minor with the C sharp. Irish E minor. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Nice and strong. Really, really good. How everybody feeling? Warmed up? Cool. Okay, so let's get these tunes out. Okay, so The Wily Old Bachelor. Oh my God. I just Googled it and I'm the first thing that comes up. Playing The Wily Old Bachelor. I just uploaded it this morning. It's wild. The one with dotted notes has the chords. We're doing the one without the dotted notes. You don't hornpipe it with dots. You do not. You do partial triplets. If you did it with dots, nobody would dance. You know what I'm talking about? Have you ever heard this idea of partial triplets? Okay, look at the... So Brenda here is talking about the feel of a hornpipe. And you notice how I sent out two versions. One has dots and dashes. Now, lots of people write hornpipes out that way, okay? But that's not actually the way that you play them. Hornpipes have a swing. They're triplet based. If you look at the number fourth bar in this tune, you'll see all those triplets. See that? That's what the dancer's feet are doing. So hornpipes are, for Irish hornpipes, in this one, it's a solo step dance, right? Done by a guy or a girl. Most of them are heavily triplet based. So when you're going like this, she's going diddly da. See that? So what you're doing is the first and third of every one of those triplets. So if you imagine that bar, fourth bar, and you took the middle out of every one of those triplets, that's the feel of a hornpipe. So diddly 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 dumpty 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 dumpty. See how that works? Black people call it the lumpty lump. Okay? Now, if you did it with dots, it would change it altogether. It would be like this. See that? Because you're actually making the notes shorter. But when you do the partial triplets, you're not actually making the notes shorter. You're just changing the emphasis. See what I mean there? Okay? So that's the deal with hornpipes. And if you picture the dance, it's really easy. Really easy to get into that kind of.
Can you show us?
My friend Brian usually demonstrates it, but he's not here. Only when he remembers his sports bra. He always says he forgot it. Okay, let me play this tune now. Fun little tune, and we get to do this. Aren't you glad we just did all those double stops? It's going to be great. Anyway, so that's the tune. It's not hard. In the first phrase, we have two chords represented. We got a big G major arpeggio starting. Oh, one thing to point out. This tune here, it's very easy when you're doing these triplets and stuff to think you go all the way down to a G, okay? But the lowest note in the tune is actually a low A, and there's only one. The bottom note of the tune predominantly is a B. So when I say arpeggiate, it's from B, not from G. So we start off with a little G major arpeggio with an added A. See that? And then a C one. And then back to the G one. But then we do this little run. Now, the run is different. But first, before we do the run, let's do those first two bars. Okay? So that's B, D, G, A, B. So we got a B and a D and a G. So that's the straight up arpeggio, and then we have to add an A. And let's do the pickup notes. A D and a C. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's stop there and do that again. Opening phrases are important. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. We got that far. Now let's do that one more time just to really strengthen it up. 1, 2, 3. Now, this run here, everybody's going to think it goes like this. But it doesn't. It changes notes every triplet. And that's the low A that I'm talking about there, the lowest note of the tune. Okay, let's try those triplets really slow. So that's A, B, G, F, G, E, and a pattern like that. Let's give it a try. A, B, G. Ready, go. Okay, and as much as you might want to play a G after that, you don't. Okay, let's do it again. Same thing from the A. Ready, go. Okay, one more time, just to be sure. Ready, 2, go. Okay, yeah, that's good. And then we do, so basically the next phrase, it's all basically the same except the ending. So why don't we go ahead and get the ending, okay? Because the next phrase is, actually, you know what? Let's see if we can go through until the ending. Okay, so let's try that first phrase again. G major arpeggio starting on the B, and we'll do the pickup notes. Ready, go. Let's try that ending again for the ear people. So we got a partial arpeggio, and then we switched to a D arpeggio, A to the D. And we scale up to the ending, and G, B, G for the ending. Let's do that last two bars from the low B. Ready, go. Again. One more to be sure. And that's it. That's the A part. Not that hard, eh? But hard. So if you notice when I hit those triplets, it really flattens out the rhythm, eh? You're suddenly doing a jig there. So lengthen your bow when you get to that part, okay? Especially you, Barb. Lengthen that bow. Especially you, Julia. Make sure you have lots of bow. Okay, let's try it again. Let's try it right from the top. See if we can get through it. 1, 2, 3. Problems or questions or anything like that? No? There's a few ways you can do the triplets. You can single bow. You can do 3 per bow. You can do all one bow like Sean McGuire. See that? Or you can do half and half. There's lots of ways, and try them all. They're all really fun to do. Depends on which way you want to do it. Start off with single though. Okay, try a couple more times. Get the B part.
Wasn't the song with the name The Wiley Old Band?
I do not know, and it's an old one. It's not. I always thought they were newer tunes, and when I looked them up today, it seems like they're old. So who knows? And why was he wily? He wasn't wily enough to get a wife. Maybe he's wily not to have a wife. We don't know. Something to think about while you're playing it, because otherwise you get bored out of your skull. Okay, let's give it a try again from the top. 1, 2, 3. Everybody got all that? Yeah? Check with the Zoomers. I'm watching them. You guys good? Great. 3 times, you think? Pretty quick, yeah. Okay, cool. So let's get the B part. So now, yeah, it's the high part. And the highest note all the way through it is the high B. And you guys are not worried because you're so confident about your high Bs, right? We've worked on it so much. So, and it's a simple pattern. Now you might notice there that the only note not in the G major arpeggio in that whole passage is what? E. Otherwise, it's just straight up arpeggio. And I do, well, look at my fingers. See that? Leave that G there and just pound them out like that. Okay? Let's see if we can get this. So we go up to the high B, and then we go back down, 2 open, and then we do this rock and roll thing between G and D and B. First it's D, B, D, B, D, B. And how many times do you do that? 3 in total. So D, G, B, G, D, G, B, G, D, G, B, G. Don't you love the Bee Gees? Let's do it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, do it again. Do it again, same thing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now the nice thing, and one of the reasons I picked this tune is because when you play that passages, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chances to get that G in tune. Okay, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4 chances to get the D in tune. See what I mean? So the better be in tune by the time we get to the end of that passage. Okay, let's try it again. You'll really start to notice when you double stop them. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now the middle part is your classic Irish leave you hanging. On a big A there, which has nothing to do with G major. Okay, so let's get that part there. So we do a half a thing. We only do 1 repetition of D, G, B, G, and then up the scale from F. Let's give that a try. Last 2 bars of the 3rd line. High B. 1, 2, 3, high B. Up we go. Okay, do that again. Same thing, high B. 1, 2, 3, go. One more time. Ready, go. Very good. Now let's try that whole line. Okay, the 3rd phrase is not exactly the same as the 1st phrase. It's only partial again. So let's get this 3rd line, the whole thing. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Lovely, guys. Lovely. Let's do it again. Ready? 2, 3. Very good. Now, the next phrase starts the same way, but that's all we do of that. And then we do this scaly thing. An arpeggio. So let's try now. Let's see if we can get these last 3 bars. So we start on C, we go down to A and back up. Scaling. Okay, so C, B, A. Ready, 2, 3, go. Pretty good. So yeah, so that the third last bar is just a scale. The second last bar is an arpeggio, and then we got this C arpeggio with an F sharp. See that? Very leading into the G. Let's try that again, okay? From the C, down the scale. Ready, go. Back up. Do it again. Ready, go. One more time to be sure. Don't rush it. Ready, go. Very good. Anybody having any problems with any of that? No? It's just a scale. It's no big deal. Okay, let's try that whole B part now. Start on G, up to B. 1, 2, 3. What's the danger? Anyone? Speeding up! When you start doing those repeated notes, it's really easy to do. And I can hear my mom screaming at me through the whole house saying, "Don't speed through the easy parts," which is it's good advice. Let's try it again and keep that speed down. Use lots of length of your bow. One more time, we'll take a break. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Don't speed it. Very good. Okay, let's take a little break. 10 minutes, and we'll get the whole thing together. Are you getting that, Stephanie? That's good. Yeah. I can't remember anything about you. Well, you see that crack. Before you know it, you won't even know.
You don't even know.
Glad to have you on. Yeah. On line 6. So there's about 26 of us.
Just now, just happened.
That happened to me on, I was playing the last night of McVeigh's. The last night the McVeigh's were involved with McVeigh's. And it was a great night. Everybody was there. Went on until about 4 in the morning. And I lost the A string on my dad's fiddle. But I just stuck another, I accidentally bought a set of strings for my brother's fiddle. And I put one of those on. It's not the best. But, you know, it'll do.
Yeah. Anyways, these are a year old, so they're
Oh, you're due.
They're due.
You're due, yeah.
I'm not unhappy.
It happens.
They've been there for 3 weeks.
There you go. You know what I do? If you're going away for a few weeks, well, I don't know where you take your fiddle, but I usually, if I'm going away, I take it there, get them to put the strings on, and get them to give it a once over. And it's great because what they do with my fiddle is they always clean it really well, better than I ever could. And they go around, they know all my gouges. So I have this one, a 4-year-old kid dropped his fiddle on my fiddle, made that one, and a couple of others, they know them. And they'll go around every time and put another drop of varnish on there. And eventually, you know, we're hoping it's going to be flush. But that's what they do. So it's a good idea once in a while. Yeah.
No time.
Oh, yeah.
On the blade too.
Ah, yeah, there you go. Okay, everybody, let's get back to work. These hornpipes are not going to play themselves. Now, it's another fun way to do the second part is see that? A lot of fun you can have. Up bow rolls. Okay, we're going to try it from the top. Take your places. The Germans are coming. I watched a great movie last night called Kneecap. Has anybody heard of this movie, Kneecap? Kneecap.
Sounds violent to me.
It is a bit violent. It's a Northern Irish movie. It won the it was at Sundance. That's how I heard about it. And it's a great story about these two brothers who are definitely, gangsters, whatever, ne'er-do-wells. I wouldn't be familiar with any of that. And but their teacher at school they speak Irish, these two guys, and their father was in the IRA. And he escaped, so that they learned it from their father. And they speak Irish all the time, and they refuse to speak English, especially to policemen. And this guy, their teacher, their music teacher, kind of figures out their talent and starts to kind of produce them. And he is performing with them, but he's the teacher at the high school. He doesn't want anybody to know who he is, so he wears a balaclava. Anyway, it's a great movie. Yeah, there's a lot of subtitles. Exactly. And it's got the Irish colors on it. It's called Kneecap. I got it off Apple TV. I had to rent it, but it's well worth it. Except it's really violent, definitely, and lots of drugs and stuff like that. Like, it's craziness, but great movie. Definitely worth the Kneecap. IRA movie. That's great. Anyway, shall we? From the top? Okay, let's go slow and just keep firing. 1, 2, 3. That sounds great. I should tell you the alternate ending. So when I learned it, it wasn't, it was, see that? It's nice. They can be at the same time. You can do them at the same time, but you get to do a grace note. See that? Yeah. Yeah, and if you played the B on top, it would be totally fine. Now that sounds pretty good. Any problems or questions or queries? No? The hardest part is not letting it get away from you. Because when you get fast, those string crossings and stuff can get pretty challenging. Okay, should we try it one more time? Probably two more times. Let's do it. Lovely. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay, that is great. Everybody feeling good about that? Sounds good. And I was showing some other people. In the second part, you can do some up bow rolls if you want. See that? That's a really nice way to do it. And then, a lot of people just play along the first bar of the last line. A lot of people just play a long D there. So, see that? And also a lot of people play a long C. So, which is if you want to do rolls, you could go. Okay, just to let you know, all the options. Okay, shall we look at the next one? Which is the Showman's Fancy. The Showman's Fancy. It's not a snowman, it's a showman. It's like the North Atlantic Drift poster where I managed to find 3 snowmen that looked like us. And they're all smoking. Okay, now this one I love because it's a real vaudeville tune. You can picture somebody spinning plates to this. Okay? In the second part, I have to make a little change. This is the best version I could find, except for my friend Kim's version, which I did not have at the time, which I will get. But in the second part, you see that weird da-da-da-dee-da-da-da. That doesn't exist in nature at all. So that's just a long E there. So... Can you think of an Irishman that would go? No, definitely an English person decided that was a good idea. That was for you, Sue. That was for you. Okay, so shall we get this? Now let me play the whole thing so you get a sense of it. More triplets, eh? Get that? Now you notice how the triplets in this one are a little different, eh? They're more like ornaments. See that? And you can do them in different ways. Lots of whatever way you want to do it. I find it really good to do. It sounds like a bird or something, or like a flute. Okay? Anyway, let's get the first phrase. It doesn't exactly jump to your head, so it takes a little getting used to. Okay? Let's try to get that much. Okay. So, from the F, we go up, and we arpeggiate. 1, 2, 3. Scale. That's good. Let's do that again. Okay, make sure we get that F A F A B A. Okay, and then F D B, and then we scale. Let's do it again with the pickup. 1, 2, 3. Do it again. One more. 1, 2, 3. Now the next phrase is what I call hanging around the A. Hanging around the A and hanging around the E. Okay, let's try that. So that's A, F, A, B, A, F, D, F. Ready, go. And that last little bit is closer. It's just E, D, E, F, E. It doesn't jump so much. Do that again. Same thing, those two bars. A, F, A. Ready, go. Do it again. One more. Okay, now the next phrase is the same as the first phrase, so let's give it a try. Exactly the same. Oh, the pickup notes are different. It's a D and an F instead of an F and a G. 1, 2, 3, D, F. And then we'll get the ending. Okay, so we seen how that works? Let's try that again with the D, F. 1, 2, 3. Now, does that ending sound familiar? Let's get this arpeggio. So it's a D major. A, D, F, A, G, E, C, E. Ready, 2, 3, A. Do it again. Ready, go. One more time. Ready, go. Now you might notice if you're looking at the next part that the ending is the same. See that? So once we got this one, we got half the tune. And actually, you might notice that the second line and the last line are exactly the same. Isn't that nice? It's lovely. Okay, so we've kind of got half of it. So shall we try it from the top? Any problems? No? Let's try it from the top. We're going to go slow. 1, 2, 3. Again. One more time. Sounds pretty good. Anybody having any problems with that? No? Okay, good. Let's get the second part. So the pickup to the second part is the C to the D. Okay, and then we got this long E. See how that works there? Very scaly. Let's give that a try. So long E, F, G, E, C, E. Ready? 2, 3, long E. Do it again. Ready? Good. Do it again. Ready? Go. Feeling good? Before I said 1, 2, 3, good, instead of go, because that's what happens. You mix up your words after a while. Okay, cool. Now let's see about these triplets. Oh yeah, you see that long C in the run of triplets? You can do it or not do it. It's really nice to do it. Here, I'll give you both. See how that's kind of nice? You kind of set that C, or you can triplet it. Both are nice. So you make your own choice. I kind of like the long C. And I put a little blurb on it. See that? Whatever you want. Okay, let's try these triplets. Yep. Ready, go. Do it again. Ready, go. One more time, lighter and nicer. Ready, go. See how all that works? Easy. So shall we try it from the top of the B part? I was going to say the thing that reminded me of when I misspoke was the guy that worked for my dad for years. He's still working there, Val Capito, and he's the lot attendant, and I worked with him. He was from Portugal, but lived most of his life in Toronto. Great guy, and he always had the same sayings. If it was raining, he'd say, "Nice day for a duck." And if it was cold, he'd say, what was it now? "It's colder than a mother-in-law's kiss." So you'd always say either one, right? And one day there was a big snowstorm. It was the ice storm. Remember the ice storm back in 1998 or whatever it was, 99? And everybody, all hands on deck. We were all pulling the cars out of the snow so that the plow could come and get rid of the snow, put the cars back on the lot. And the salesmen were there and everything. Everybody's working all night long. And Val comes in, and he's just so he's been at it for days, and he goes, "It's colder than a duck." I've been there. I know what it feels like. Okay, let's try this B part. Okay. 1, 2, 3. feeling good? Not hard, eh? Okay, roll them out. We're going to do them from the top. I played the last night that the McVeighs were at McVeigh's. It was last weekend, and it was 2 nights, and everybody came. Everybody that ever played at the bar that are still alive were there. And it went the second night, Saturday night, went on till, well, I left at 4 in the morning. It was still going. But we got Ina's picture off the wall. And then we did that, and Brendan McVeigh helped me. He had the drill. We took her down off the wall, and it was a great applause. And then Des Leahy, who I played with there for years, said, "That's my uncle up there. He used to play in the band back here in the 70s." I was like, "You want the picture?" He's like, "Yeah." So that and 2 more pictures came off the wall. We stripped the place. Okay, let's do it. Not fast. Avoid the temptation to go fast because you got to get the feel right. 1, 2, 3. Try it faster. Sounds pretty good. Anybody having any troubles? No? Oh, that's great. I'm having lots of troubles in life. How are you guys doing? Yeah? Oh, that's just terrific. Hell yeah. Okay, shall we go a little faster? Let's give it a try. Okay. I should also point out that many people, instead of the F sharp in the 3rd bar, play a G sharp. You'll hear that if you hear this around. It's really fun. And if you want to do it, go ahead because the crunch is nice. I love crunchy things, you know? Okay, let's do it. A little tiny bit sprightlier. Oh, 1, 2, 3. sounds great. Anybody having a problem? Too fast for you, Stephanie?
A little bit.
Yeah, it's all right. You'll catch up. Cool. Good. Let's slam them together. 2 times each is plenty.
The bachelor first?
The bachelor comes first. The wily old bachelor, and then the showman's fancy. I can't get any info about the showman either, except it does sound like a vaudeville tune. So that's the only thing I can figure it is. And I always say spinning plates, but there was all kinds of other things, right? They did balanced on poles. They did like basically miming. They did lots of that. They got dogs to jump through flaming hoops. Think about that while you're playing this tune. Okay, so let's give it a try. Not too fast. Okay, we might get fast, but let's start slow. Try our best. And how do you keep from getting fast, guys?
Longer bow.
Yes, good. Okay. Especially you guys back there. Longer bows. That's the shortest bow I ever saw, Barb. My God. Okay. 1, 2, 3. sounds really good. Now, in the first tune, the Wiley, I want to hear everybody's high B. Yeah, I know that. I said it. Everybody's high B. My tune out here. Okay, let me hear you. That's it. Okay, listen to it. Get the sound of it in your head. It's actually a gentle sound when it's in tune. Doesn't hurt at all. B is the type of note, though. If it is sharp, it's going to hurt. You feeling that? Oh, and if it's flat, it's depressed. Okay? All right, so here it is. Now, let's try also your low B. That's good? Yeah, it's hovering. It's hovering around being in tune, but it kind of wants to go flat. And it's normal for that note. It's hard to hear. Here it is again. It's better. Yeah. So really important to get those two extremes kind of more confidence. You know what I mean? Get you through that tune a little bit quicker. I was thinking about in the second tune, I want to practice the triplets, but let's practice them like the flute. I think that's the way I'd like to do them. So like this. Now you hear how because of that there's space after each triplet. See that? Okay, let's try that together. It is. That's exactly what we're trying to do. Fluty. Okay? 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, so nice. I think that's the way we should do it. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, one more time. It's very nice. Ready? Go. Okay, and should we hold the C or not? You like holding it? Holding it. Yeah, let's hold it. Okay, so. Yeah, it's better. It's better. It's where the dog lands, right? Let's try that. Holding the C. 1, 2, 3, go. Now, if you're going to hold the C, give it some good length so we can hear it. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, that was the right thing. Hear how that sounds? One more time. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, good. Any questions? Nothing? Should we try this head again? I think so. Roll them out, take your breather, whatever you got to do. Do your yoga. Okay. Shall we? A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3. Sounds good. How'd you hang in, Stephanie?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah?
It's a practice.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. We'll practice it a lot, so don't worry about it. Any problems? Questions, queries, concerns, or complaints?
Yes, question.
Yes.
Okay, Showman's Fancy,
Yeah.
pick up at the start of the second line. Hold back the notes again.
It's a D and an F.
A D and an F.
Yeah, and people might have forgotten that. Like, it's so easy to just do the F, G every time, and if we can't stop doing it, we might just do it. But it's supposed to be a D and an F, and I do like it. Like, you can hear the difference. See that instead of just again, you know what I mean? So it is nice. So try to get that. Any other bits? I can't think of anything either, except we got to get it. Now, one thing I notice is, yeah, the triplets in the first tune.
Yeah, you know why? It's because they're so easy in the second tune, and then we got back to them, and they're totally.
And it's hard. It's hard, really hard. So I noticed when I was doing it, and I noticed it with everybody else here, it was running at a bow. So, see that? See me going to the end? And I saw everybody doing it. And then you're out. And you're in the hard part, the Yasha Heifetz part of the bow, right? So, but you really want to try to be aware of where you are on the bow. It's easy up there. I can do it just with my hands. See? Easy. But it's going to be all your bow, guaranteed, not your fingers. Definitely your bow. Okay? Anything else? Do you want to try it again, or are you done? Done. Okay, me too. They're done, people. Zoomers. Oh, they all wanted to do it again, but you guys are. Okay, we'll see you next week.
Bye.